Hello, 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 nail babes. Happy Friday, and welcome to Cocktails and Do Nails. Woohoo! So you guys, we done made it through another week. I hope that it was a good week. Like I always say, hopefully it was a good week for ya, to ya, and hopefully the kids didn't get on your nerves too much with them being back in school. But first off, before we get into what we're working on tonight, you know, I always gotta let you guys in on what I'm sipping on. Tonight, I'm just having a little white, I think it's the Sauvignon Blanc. Just a little white wine. I wish I didn't adjust my camera good enough, but this is a bunny cup. I'll put it on my Nailpreneur Hub Instagram so you guys can see the full effect of my bunny cup. This is like one of my favorite cups to drink from. So if you want to see what the bunny cup looks like, go to my Nailpreneur Instagram page and you can see her. I've had her for many of years. I believe I probably got her from the Dollar Tree, most likely. But that is what I am sipping on this evening. So let's get into what we are creating tonight. You know, Miss Beyonce, Miss Knowles, has dropped her Ivy Park collection, the Rodeo collection. So I was like, let me make a set. So this is tonight's creation that I will be doing, and the nail style of choice. I know it says ballerina here, but we're not. We're doing coffin, extra long. Again, it's a situation of I just didn't feel like printing anything out. Plus, my printer is sitting on low, so you know, ballerina, coffin, they like intertwine a little bit. So, but that is what we are going to be working on tonight. And of course, you know, we're going to be talking all the little gossipy whatnots and TV whatnots that's going on. But before, you know, we get into all of that jazz, while I'm base coating, because you already know I already prepped. She's filed, she's buffed. So all I'm gonna do is do the base coat. Oh, I didn't even walk you guys through my materials. I'm just jumping. But the base coat that I am using is the D&D. What is this D&D? It's just a D&D base coat. 500. And then I'm using IGel top coat. I'm using IGel matte top. No, I'm not going to use that. Switch it up, switch. I'm using the Models 1 matte top coat. Then I'm using IGel Beauty Pure White. And then the Aimeli Black 007. Then I'm using Beetles 282. As you can see, I have a lot going because y'all saw the design. It's a lot of different blues. So there's a disclaimer. Then I'm using both Makartt jelly polishes, the dark blue and the sky blue. Then I'm using another Beetles 881, doing my favorite nude bar from IGel. And lastly, I'm going to be using the IGel Shell Gray. And then I'll be using some rhinestones to do some other things. And then I got chains, little chain links that I'll be using. So, as you can see, with all the materials that I have here, it looks like a lot, but it's really not a very too intricate set. So now I can get into my base coat, and now I can get into the meat and potatoes of cocktails and do nails tonight. First off, nail babes, I don't know if you guys saw my announcement. I had made an announcement on Tuesday that I will be taking some time from Power Talons because I need a little self-care. I need a little self-care going on. So I'll be taking some time off. I'm not going to be gone completely, and my shop is only going to be closed temporarily. But the last day that the shop will be open is going to be this coming Saturday. It's going to be open until 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So there is still time to shop. Yeah, I just had to take some time. I had to take some little bit of a little mental, emotional, physical break because my stress level has gotten a little too high, and I've been getting a little overwhelmed, and I'm not running Power Talons how I would like to, and I feel like me keep pushing through, I'm not like I say, running my business effectively. So that is what she will be doing now. I'm not going to fall completely off the grid. I still think that I will be doing my cocktails and do nails because I love my nail babes and doing my cocktails and do nails. So I'll probably will still be doing cocktails and do nails on Fridays. I will I'll probably still be making a few posts here and there. I haven't quite figured out totally what I want to do, but I won't be like as full-time as I was before. So yeah, I tell all my nailpreneurs, you know, you need to have some time sometimes. That's why I stress so bad about self-care, and it's so funny, I stress it to you guys and I put it out there, and I don't listen to myself sometimes. Sometimes I try to do way too much, and my body is now telling me that you need to slow down, and I have to listen to my body because I believe I done ran it a little too hard. And so that is what it is. And also the second announcement is that I am or have pulled my press-on nails off the shop. I will still be doing, like, I'll do my cocktails and do nails, and I think I will be bringing sets out for like holidays. So I'll be doing a holiday set, you know, for the Christmas time, Thanksgiving time, and tossing some fall sets. But yeah, I'm not going to have them up often, so it'll be like pop-ups of my sets, the ones that I will do. So look out for those. I'll be definitely be doing holiday sets. So with all that out of the way, let's get into some talk. Let's get into some chitty chat about what's going on or what's been going on in the entertainment world and TV world. Off rip, since tonight is the Ivy Park Rodeo collection. That is like the first little thing to chat about. You know, her collection did drop. You know what the funny thing about it is, I got trays for this kind of stuff, but I just be forgetting that I have them. I'm using caps. I know I am not the only one, but I do have like little triangle trays for all that, and I still put it over in the cap. But you know, her line dropped yesterday. Like I said, I'm not an Ivy Park lover. And none of the collections and stuff that she's brought out, I was like, "Ooh, girl, let me get that." Only thing that I can say is that I always like the color scheme. Sorry, my brain just had a brain fart. I always like her color schemes. I just don't. I never just like the clothes. I just don't quite like them, the design and whatnot. But you know, that's my preference. It is what it is. Yeah, and then her kids line is coming out. I'm sorry, y'all. My brain is doing 1001 thoughts. That's what she does. So she's bringing out she has the little kids line and the regular line. And like I said, I like the colors. The blue. I really like the lavender and the cow print, the brown cow print. So I was going to do 2 sets from her collection, or for the collection, but I'm going to stick with just doing the one for cocktails and do nails. And then I said, well, maybe I'll do the purple cow set for my damn self. So we shall see. We shall see. I'm pretty sure it's going to sell out like I think the other ones have, but I just don't. I'm me myself personally. I hate when people say that. I will not be purchasing any of Miss Knowles things. But like I said, teach his own. I don't particularly like her stuff. But I love making sets because I made another one off of her last collection, the Icy collection. So I like making sets to go along with it, but as far as, why am I screwing this up, Ryan? I am screwing this up. I'm just screwing this all up. I don't like what he was doing. So I was like, wait a minute, ma'am. I don't like that. What are you doing? So we shall see the numbers of how Miss Knowles is going to do. Although we all know how the day. So we I don't know if you guys saw, heard, read, or whatever, but Shar'Carri Richardson, you know, that fast ass runner that had a little controversy with the little, you know, little marijuana and Olympics and such. Well, girly is back. She'll be running this weekend. So good luck to her. congrats to her back on the track doing what she do. So happy joy to her. I mean, I wasn't like surprised. I knew the girl, she'll do her little time. Like she in jail, she'll do her little time. And she was gonna be back. And yeah, I said that. I was like, she just gotta do her little whatever. And just learn from her mistake. Don't let the shit happen again. And like I said, she ain't in these streets, you know, shooting up with crack or anything, so, or steroids. So she's just, you know, she a little pothead, you know, who ain't. It is what it is. So good luck to her this weekend. She runs on Saturday, so we'll see what the outcome of it will be. I know that she'll run her ass off because the girl is super fast, like nobody's business. So not even going to doubt that she won't be successful this weekend. Not at all. Y'all know what it is. Nailpreneurs, you know when you be doing lines and whatnot. Gotta make sure that I keep them crispy. So yeah, as far as that goes. So y'all see that I haven't watched the episode yet, but Cribs is back on MTV. I wanted to see the Rick Ross one because Rick Ross is literally 15 minutes away from my house. Like, I have driven past his home like so many times, and I was like, who the hell lives there? And what's so funny is that it was actually my husband who brought it to my attention. Who the hell could live there? Because I was just living in my own life, and you know, I did Grubhub, and I was just like, yeah, I drive past that house all the time. And he was like, hold on. He looked at the gate and he was like, wait a minute, RR. He was like, I bet you that's Rick Ross. And sure enough, when we Googled his house, I was like, the fuck? I drove past this house like 1,000,001 times. Like I say, I, you know, do Grubhub, so I used to drive past, like I used to pick up orders like literally across the street from his house. And I always was like, man, that house is big as fuck. Oh my God. And look at there. It was Rick Ross, the boss. So, and it was also funny, that's where they filmed Coming to America, the second one. Again, unbeknownst to me, baby, I ain't no shit. I did not pick up or anything. I was just like, big house. And that is all that I knew about it. I was like, it's just a big house to me. I guess when you live in Georgia, like these cities like this, you're like not totally impressed by a big house. Or you just assume that, okay, some celebrity or somebody with money lives there. You know, you don't try to figure it out though, because it's Georgia. I mean, everybody and their mama comes to Atlanta. Every celebrity has a home here in Atlanta. So you don't sit up there and try to figure out whose house it is, because it's like, what's the point? That's just me. But yeah, so I would like to see that, just to see what I've been driving by for the longest and not realizing that it's damn Rick Ross's house. I'm so like silly. When I found out, I was just laughing. I was like, damn, crazy. So yeah, and I did a my little version. This is before it came back onto MTV, but I did a little version of cribs for one of my self-care Sundays for the tour of my nail space. So if you guys want to check that out, it is on my IG, on my Nailpreneur. So if I can check that out. So right now, what I've done thus far is done 2 of the jelly tips, and I did 2 of the jelly tips, doing on thumb and a pinky, and then the middle finger is going to be like a little yin yang situation going on, and then I'm gonna add more to it. And these 2 are going to be like a denim type of nail. So I got to actually, I'm gonna put that in the oven to bake. I actually got to whip up the denim color, because I have a color, but I feel like I wanted it a lot darker. So before I started my filming, I always do like test run on you know, if I want to see what a color would look like, you know, when I mix it together and everything, or just different shades. Basically doing a test run. So what I'm doing here is taking my Beetles 282. I took about 4 drops, and then I'm going to add, I think, one black to it. I want to make it dark, because the denim that she's using in her collection is like a dark, not a dark, maybe like a medium kind of color. So I'm trying to capture that denim. And I think that I want to add a little bit. I'm going to add a little bit more blue. Just a little bit. Not much, just a little bit. Sounds like a little droplet. This is to my liking, because right now it's giving me the dark denim, but then again it's giving me some a lot of maybe too dark. This will work. And these are going to be a matte color, or matte finish. Yeah. That's pretty. Yay. And what I'm gonna do with this is if you were to look at one of the pants that she's wearing, it has like these little studs. You know how jeans have the little studs on the side. So what I plan to do with this is stud it out off to the side. You'll see. You'll see the final result. But that's what I want to do with this. I'm not sure if there is a brand out there that has like a true denim blue. If y'all do know of a brand that has a true denim blue, drop down in the comments and let me know what brand, because I would like to know. I mean, I don't mind making, but I mean, why do that when I could just buy the color? Because you know, it's sometimes it may not come out the same blue, even though you've done the same things. Like okay, I have to do this, this, and this, but it still don't come out the same shade. But that is cute. Oh, so we're gonna bake her for 60, and then we're gonna work on these. And as always, you guys know that the end result will be on the Nailpreneur story. And you know, I always have an after party where I do like the little finish ups on here. Cute. So yeah, check those two. Check the page. I don't even know why I say check. Y'all should be following, so I don't even have to say this. You guys already know the after party is always on the Instagram and such. You should be following. If you're not following, you lame. You're not lame, but you do need to be following. I'm just saying. I don't know. And by the way, y'all know this is my favorite brush. My favorite detail brush from IGel. Boy, speaking of IGel, did y'all see that super sale they keep dropping on us? Trying to tease us, talking about buy, shop. I know you want to shop. And I'm like, if you don't get the hell out of here, I cannot. Don't be coming through her trying to tempt me with your 60% off and then get an additional 10. I rebuke you, Satan. But no, I couldn't indulge. Although I wanted to, I did. This is how I fed my addiction. I just went in there and I was like, I'm looking, but I'm not gonna buy. So what I did was just, you know, just add it to cart. But I didn't push, you know, the payment because I don't need any more. Although I do need some. I want some other colors. But I'm trying to do better with my purchases and things and such. So I just sat there and I put it in the cart, but I didn't cash out. I was like, I can just look at it in the cart. I don't know if anyone has done that before, but you know, it's like that's how I can, I guess, feed my addiction. It's like I'm not exactly buying it. I'm just putting it, you know, in the waiting room. It's in the waiting room. So that's where it's at. It's in the waiting room. So yeah, they had that 60% off, and then they talked about, here, take another 10% off. I'm like, you dirty. You're dirty for this. But they got some gorgeous colors. And then Nail Addict was having their buy one get one free. Again, I did the same thing. I put it in the cart and then I just sit there. I mean, now Nail Addict, boy, I was tempted to push pay. I really was, because when Nail Addict has their buy one get one, or like some 50% off sale, you might wanna get on that, because their stuff is like freaking $20 a bottle. I mean, it's quality stuff. I love it. I do. But, you know, you don't want to go too cheap with your polishes. You don't. But I also got to remember, now I have, you know, taken. Ooh, look at that denim. Sorry, y'all. That denim is yes. Love it. Ooh, 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 ooh. Sorry. But yeah, you don't want to go too cheap with your polishes, because you know they're not gonna give the same effect. It's so funny when you go from working with like the cheap polishes to go into like a more quality polish. It's like night and freaking day. You like, oh my god. That's just like when I started, you know, going from, you know, using Dollar Tree stuff and then start buying IGel, and you like, shit, let me just save up a little bit of coin, because this stuff here is the business. Don't get me wrong, you gotta start somewhere. But once you get to the point that you can shell out a little bit more points and get the good stuff. Now, I ain't got to the point that I'm selling out shit for, what's this, Valentino. Their stuff, I think their bottles are like same price as Nail Addict, if not more. And I haven't tried their stuff. I know a lot of nail techs and other nailpreneurs, I've seen that they use their stuff. So y'all gotta let me know if it's good or not. Give me some reviews, because I haven't tried it yet. I just see it on my Facebook, on like Facebook ads and stuff like that, or I'll see it on Instagram if other nailpreneurs use it. So let me know if it's worth the coin to at least get one bottle. And I don't even know if they have any sales or whatnot, but yeah, if you are a Valentino user, let us know. Let her know what the business is. So what I'm gonna do with this yin yang is the yin to the yang. She is going to have a chain down the center, because if you look at one of the outfits that she is wearing, it's like, honestly, it's like this blue, and it's a sheer mesh kind of openings and stuff like that. So what I'm doing here is I'm going to do a yin yang. One is going to be like a jelly side, and then the other side is going to be a darker version, I guess, so to speak. So yeah, and then I got some other stuff that I'm adding to it. Like I said, this set here It's a little intricate, but then again, I was like, this ain't as much as I did with like Secret Garden. Now Secret Garden definitely was very intricate because it had the nail fetty that I was using. So I am so zigging this Venom. Like, it's giving me all types of life. Like, I'm obsessed. I did so good with this mix. I don't know. I feel like having voices tonight. It's like I feel like having voices tonight. Okay. So we're gonna put all of these boom, boom, boom in the oven to bake. I still need that open. But let's get back to the talks. I was also reading that I was also reading, it kind of made me giggle when I read it, that the OnlyFans is now trying to go in a more, I don't know, I guess you would call it modest turn, because now they want to get rid of all the sexually explicit content on the app. And I'm like, baby, yeah, there's gonna be a lot of unemployed people. Because a lot of these people, that's pretty much what I have seen about the OnlyFans, is that it's usually like racier things, people being it's damn near porn. And I seen the I think it was a Netflix that that had a little documentary on the OnlyFans, and I thought it was kind of funny because there were some people on there that was like, I just, before the celebrities caught wind of the For You fans only page, it was like a totally different vibe, but then when the celebrities came, it just, kind of killed it for us content creators, and these are the people that were like, I was making X, Y, and Z, and now that, more of the celebrities have come on there, and now it's looking more like TikTok, the originators of the OnlyFans, they're not feeling it. Because I was saw on the little documentary how there was one girl that got on there, and she wasn't doing anything like sexually or anything like that. She was a celebrity, and this bitch made sorry, she may not be a bitch, I'm just saying, but this heifer here, she made I don't know, $1 million or something like that off of freaking her damn For You page. Or not For You page, but OnlyFans page. I'm like, let me get on there. And then some of the people that were on there, they were talking about, the content that they do. Some girl was making loot off of foot videos for people who got foot fetishes. I'm like, what? I mean, literally, yes, she put some thought behind her content, because you have to do it. You can't just, be up there with your feet and that's it. You gotta put some thought behind it. And she was making WAP off of this, to the point that when you know that it's what's your job, girl? What do you do for a living? Oh, I got an OnlyFans page where I just put my feet on there and they pay me for it. I'm like a foot model, in a sense. And I'm like, and I know that it's not easy, because even like doing the little crap for like TikTok and all the other platforms, I know it's not easy. I know that, these content creators are taking time out to, get their content and whatnot together. But when you start thinking about that shit, you're like, you make money to do what now? Say what? Just to show your feet. You get how much? Bitch. It make you want to take your shoes off and be like, I got foots too. I got foots. Let me show you what I can do with my foots. But yeah, when she was saying that, and then one chick was on there saying how, she was doing some, sexual stuff. I don't know if she was slobbing knob for the change, or she was just making, that HBO soft porn. But nonetheless, she had like loyal people. And, of course, they talked about during the pandemic, they were, during quarantine, they were racking up. I'm like, boy, maybe if I wasn't married. There was actually a couple on there that did coupley things on there. Now I'm like, now look, first off, my husband's not even, that ain't his jazz to be putting all our business like that on Front Street. But if I came to him and said, babe, we can catch $1 trillion just for this, he'll be like, get the hell out of here, Ryan. We're not having sex on the screen. We're not doing anything. But yeah, they would do little sexual things. I think they were having sex. So basically, they were doing porn. And then I think they decided they wanted to have a third party in there. Side note on a third party, I just don't see the point of that. Now, I understand. Don't get me wrong. I understand it when you're single out there and mingling and hoeing and going. Trust and believe. We all had that moment. And ladies, don't sit up here and try to act like, oh no, I never had hoe moments. Shut the fuck up. Excuse my language. But you were out there having hoe moments. Hell, we all were. 20s were awesome. Hell, we did a little bit in our 30s. Awesome. But I feel like once you get married, and it's just me, just me, I think all that needs to be left where it was. Because honestly, unless it's a situation where this is what you guys are, you're like a poly couple, you trying to like bring spice back into your relationship or back into your bedroom, it's just not gonna work. It's just not gonna work, because somewhere down the line somebody gonna get jealous, and men don't be sitting here like, oh, it's just ladies, because y'all getting y'all feelings too. So that's just like with the whole T.I. and Tiny situation, not their current situation, but them bringing extra people into their bedrooms, and then Tiny will like cut up sometimes, and I'm like, wait, pause. If you agreed to a threesome and you didn't set boundaries saying, hey, when we had these threesomes, that's because you and I both consented. We both said, this is what we're doing for tonight, and that is it. But I think Tip was sneaking out beyond the agreed time frames or times that we do have the threesomes, and then Tiny was getting in her feelings. And I'm like, well, you gave the man a hall pass, so to speak, And you just can't. If you're gonna be married and not have this poly, open, swingers type of relationship, don't introduce it. Because like I said, somebody in this equation is going to get their feelings hurt. And sure enough, guess what happened? She got her feelings hurt. But I thought it was also funny how when the whole her and Mayweather story came out, T.I. wanted to get all up in Mayweather's face. I wanted to be like, wrong road, brother. Wrong road. Mayweather may not be the book smart, but the fool is, he can fight. So, wrong road, Chip. You get your ass beat. You will need the guns to to beat his ass. I'm just saying. But yeah, I just don't. It's no point of bringing that kind of madness into your relationship, because you're not, unless, like I said, unless that is what you guys do, it's not gonna work. And like I said, sure enough, she got her feelings hurt in regards to that. But yeah, the OnlyFans is now trying to, be more ladylike. And like I said, there's gonna be a lot of unemployed people. I'm talking about, girl, they ain't got that PPP. They done locked that down. You can't get the little PPP. And you sure can't get any money from the government, because the government ain't giving no more money out. So, yeah, hopefully they invested well. And they put a nice little chunk of change to the side, so they could still live that lifestyle that they're accustomed to. Different strokes, different folks. I had a couple of people that I was following on my Instagram. I know one guy actually two guys that was on my Instagram, and they said that they were getting a For You page, and I'm like, I keep saying For You or OnlyFans page, and I'm like, one dude, don't you hate it when some people put like a little bit too much on their social media platform? It's like, dude, we don't need to see all that. But apparently he was selling, like, he molded his penis into a dildo, so that was what he was selling. I mean, hey, whatever your side hustle is gonna be, do you, babe, do you. But I don't need to see that shit on my Instagram feed. I don't want to see it on. All I'm trying to do is scroll and troll, look at little shade room shit and stuff like that. I don't need to see rubber penises that's supposed to be the mold of your penis. I don't. You can leave it. So I had to unfollow him because it was just getting ridiculous. It's like, put that on your story or something. I don't need it on my feed. I'm sorry. It's bad enough that I see other, garbage, and here we go. Freaking dildos. I'm like, I don't. If I wanted to see a dildo, I mean, I got I can pull up Pornhub or something like that. I don't want to see it on my Instagram. So yeah, we shall see. And they're also asking to get some assistance to aid in this switch that they want to do. I was like, I didn't know you needed funds to do these type of things, but look, I'm learning. I guess so. So anyway, I'm doing 3 coats of the Nude bar because I think I wanted to do a little bit. It was a little bit too sheer. So I'm doing 3 coats of the Nude bar here, and then here's the 2 matte finish ones. Pretty, 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 pretty. And I'm gonna start stoning those. Now, I had come up with some kind of concept in my brain as to how I wanted to stone this, because I really, like I said, you know how jeans have the little studs off to the side of the pockets or whatever the case may be. And I was like, I don't really want bling, because I don't want it to be blingy, but I want to capture the studs. And I was like, I don't have the studs. What can I do? What can I do? And I was like, I don't want to, I just don't want to put like dots. You know, I want it to be kind of a 3-dimensional type of effect. So that's why I'm using the rhinestones. I have silver rhinestones. So what I'm going to do with the gray, because I told you I had the gray, is I'm going to actually paint the stones so it can have that jean stone effect. So, woo-hoo. All right, so I did a second coat of this, and then I've got the other side, as you can see, that is jelly. And on that side, I'm going to take my strips and go down, because if you look at the everywhere. If you look at the design on the outfit, it has like a little mesh effect going on. So my brain was telling me we're gonna have a backdrop or base. I told y'all, don't y'all love my verbiage, because I don't be knowing everything. So that's what I'm envisioning in my head, how it should come out. This is my splatter. When I do splatter nails or whatever, that's why it's so covered in splatter paints. Anyway, so we're gonna move on from the OnlyFans, because I think we ran that into the ground. So I'm pretty sure you guys have heard about, or heard the Lizzo and Cardi B song, the little rumors song. My take on that is, I'm not in love with the song. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not in love with it. When I heard it, I was like, But apparently, in true form, people always got a fucking opinion. They were going in on Lizzo, you know, about, I guess, the way she was looking or whatever the case may be. And she had did a live, and at first she seemed like she was cool with it. She was like, I understand, blah, blah, blah. And then she came back on a live and she was crying, you know, and it's like, it's kind of fucked up when people, like, I know we all do it. We all crack our jokes or whatever. I know I'm good for people watching and I'll say something, but it's for, you know, kicks and giggles, whatever the case may be. You ain't gonna know that I'm talking about you. So, but I'm never gonna go on anybody's page and be like, say stuff like, oh, you fat bitch, or just talk about anybody's looks, because I'm like, we all have our flaws. Who is you? who's motherfucking you to sit up there and say anything about anybody's looks? I just don't get that. Now, do I say that about Lizzo that I don't need to see your ass all the goddamn time? Yes. Yes. I would definitely say that. I don't need to see your ass, Lizzo, in every outfit. Do I appreciate her confidence? I do. I certainly freaking do. But I don't need to see your ass all the time. But I'm definitely not gonna go on her page and be like, girl, you need to I can voice my opinion, you know. I don't think I like the big ones up there at the top. I don't know. It looks like it may be too big. I don't want it it's fine. But I don't know the total gist of what everybody was saying because I just wasn't gonna get into it. But I think she was just crying over the fact that, it kind of, it gets to you. You can be the most confident person in the world, but it's like, you can only take so much when somebody or several people are just saying just mean shit. And then when you go look at their pages, these MFers looking like ogres from, like from Shrek. So how is you? I always think it's funny. How's like these people that look like who done it and what for got the balls, the big kahunas to actually form out your mouth that somebody looks like this or looks like that. I'm like, did you check yourself in the mirror? Because you got that face only your mother can love. I mean, come on. So I kind of felt bad for Lizzo. People are going in on her. Like I said, if anything, you can go in on that god-awful song, but why you gonna go in on her? Now, that kind of criticism, it's not bad. Because some of that shit is just, I just didn't like it. But that's just me. Sometimes people just like songs because of the artist, but like I love Pac, love him, but all the shit he brought out wasn't always good. And quiet as it's kept, Pac to me was a better actor than he was an artist. So, and I am a Tupac fan. Like shit, anybody that knows me know. Boy, if Pac was still alive, I would be in any and every place he be. I will be that groupie. Yes, I will be that groupie. It will get to the point that Pac will be like, you know what, bitch, I know you. Every time like every other city we go, every other video, I would have been that bitch. But Pac didn't always make the best music. Now, if he was still alive, I think he would make such an amazing actor. He would have had an amazing acting career. Some people just follow like they be following Beyonce, aka Beyonce. They'll follow her like, oh my god, all her shit is good. No, it's not. All her stuff ain't good. It's not. Hell, I think sometimes she know all her shit ain't good, but she's like, I'm gonna bring it out anyway. I'm gonna see what these people do with it. She goes, I'm a good vet now. I can pretty much bring out garbage, and I'm gonna see if they feed into it. So, oh my god, this is giving me like old school. When we used to have. Well, I may be showing my age, but. When the denim used to be rhinestoned out, that was the shit back then. But like I said, I'm not leaving them blinged out because I don't think I like it blinged out. That's not the effect that I'm looking for But on to the next. We stop. I feel like a drug dealer. I got 2 phones in here. But let's talk about some TV shit. This week, actually, you know, I was dealing with a lot going on with me. So I really wasn't watching too much TV. And truth be told, me and my husband keep our TV on Crime 360. Like all the time. So we're that couple. So I may pop on something from time to time, but overall it's on Crime 360. But I did watch you know, the Real Housewives of Potomac, and you know, they're still in Williamsburg, and Giselle's still being Giselle, but that heifer there, she has no tact. I'm sorry. She, like, Robin was, this is her BFF. Robin was talking about how she, you know, since the panorama, she, you know, hadn't been up to power, like my grandmother would say, up to power, like she normally would be. And Juan is, to me, being a dickhead. And Giselle sitting up there, oh my God, Robin, what you mean you not doing this and you got this fighting? First off, well, I don't know why nobody don't get into her ass. I mean, yes, Karen lays into her from time to time, but overall, these chicks be letting Giselle just get a little too much, because truth be told, unless I got an NDA, I will be in Giselle's ass the second she try to come for me in my relationship. Because the second she would have formed her mouth and said, Robin, why don't like, I'd be like, Giselle, apparently your husband don't like you either, because his cheating ass. I'm like, why don't you worry about that instead of worrying about what the is going on with me? Like I said, her and Juan's relationship is stupid anyway. They sitting around. This is what it looks like before, you guys. So what my vision is that I'm going to take the stones, and I'm going to take the gray and go over them so it can give more of a steady effect. I pray that it's gonna, in my head, I see that it's coming out beautifully. But sometimes the vision in your head is not always what comes out. But like I said, Giselle's a little bit too mouthy. She got too much mouth when her shit ain't even. Some people should just shut up, and she's one of them. So, and you know, Robin was talking about her sees no depression, which honestly, now, this is me personally talking about mental illness. I personally cannot stand, because I'm a person who suffers with depression. I don't like people who use mental illness as to get attention. And I said this to say this. I think it's kind of funny how Robin says, I get seasonal depression. I'm not saying that she doesn't. It very well be true. But my thoughts on that is, if your husband, and that's what he is. If your man knows that you have seasonal depression, why the fuck, one, is he messing with you? If he knows, you know what, here it comes, I know during the fall time, my wife is not going to be 100. She is going to be a little less than what she is. So when she said that, I was just like, it popped into my head. I'm like, if Juan knows that you're going to be this way around this same exact time, all the time, because according to her, this happens seasonally. This is what happens around this time. I get seasonal depression. I'm trying to, again, it's like, okay, do you really get seasonal depression? One, or nah? Because I feel like, again, like I said, if your dude knows, because it ain't like they've been living in separate houses. They've been living together. That's the stupid thing about their relationship. They got a divorce to stay in the same house. So your man knows that certain times of the year, you're going to be in a funk mode. So if this is the time that you're normally in your funk mode, I'm still trying to understand why Juan Dixon is being this person. So I don't know how to think about that when she said that. Because I'm like, so I don't know. I just don't play with mental illness. I don't take it lightly, because of the fact of the matter is, those who cry wolf and those who cry depression, who wants it? Like, seriously, those who suffer with it, who the fuck really wants it? We don't want it. Nobody wants to have any form of mental illness. It's not fun to have. So yeah, I don't know. I hope that, you know, if Robin is suffering, that, you know, like I said before, she gets help, because it is a bugaboo. And I know a lot of people suffered during this quarantine time and COVID and all that stuff. So yeah, that just popped into my head when I was watching, and I was just like, I don't know. But sitting at the table, they also was trying to come for Candace. I always say her name, Candace, because I think of Mama Joyce, Candy Mama. And when she was talking about, you know, Chris being her manager, her husbander is what she called him. And how he sits around, and they, you know, they were basically saying, you know, he needs to get his own, and, you know, basically it's not gonna work out. But I liked Candace, you know, her answer. She was like, you know, our dynamic is ours. So basically she was saying, you bitches need to back off, because what we do is what we do. And so I thought that was pretty, like, that was her basic way of saying, bitches don't come for me and mine. You don't want that wrong road, sis. Wrong fucking road. So I appreciated Candace and how she approached it. She did it very ladylike, very classy, you know. Because again, old Chiming Bird, I got a lot to say about somebody else's marriage, but I couldn't maintain mine. Hell, I couldn't even maintain my ex's motherfucking boyfriend. So even for a storyline, he couldn't even. This is how messed up. Yo, dude couldn't even act right for a season, a couple of episodes. He was still hoeing and going during the goddamn episode. He couldn't even relax from the time that they filmed to the time that it's like, all right, we are wrapped on filming, but you still gotta have act right because it doesn't come out till X, Y, and Z. Jerron couldn't even keep his penis straight for just a few months. So crazy, huh? She got a lot to say. And then Wendy had her little breakdown moment when again, Giselle and her little sidekick come in. Although in this case, I wasn't mad at them because they were speaking very true. Poor Wendy. She is like trying to keep up with the Joneses, and she's trying to really convince us that she this thotty bot, and everybody looking at her like, girl, you please stop. But she's trying to convince people, I am, this is how I am. When I'm not commentating, I'm out here hoeing and going. Ask my husband. Like I said last week, she was trying to convince her own damn husband that he couldn't even keep a straight face and saying, he was just like, yeah. Right. That's what you do. This is exactly what you do. Yeah. So it's like, Wendy, please stop trying to convince us that you're this professor, and then you're a professor on the TV screen, but really I'm just out here thotting. Girl, bye. Ain't nobody believing it. So y'all, here's the vision. The vision. So what I plan on doing, because I don't want to keep it blinged out like that, because that's not what I'm seeing in my head. So like I said, I'm going to take my shell gray, because I don't have like the studs. If I had the studs, baby, I would have just studded it out and been about my day. But seeing that I don't have that, you gotta make it do what it do. So I'm gonna take this and cover these like so. Yes, there's a lot of steps to it, but it's honestly not that bad. You're just detail brush and going over it. It's not like something hard. See, this was my only thing I didn't want to see, since they are kind of close. I don't want them to. But yeah, and then Wendy had her little breakdown. You're like, oh my god, because I considered her such a friend and blah blah blah. And then of course she gonna come back next week because she done sat down and wrote down her little insults. She said, I'm gonna bring this to the table. Cause that's what she did with Mia. Like, she used every excuse in the book as to why she didn't get in Mia's ass when she should have gotten Mia's ass. She's like, I'm trying to respect other people's house, and I got San Antone, and I got, if you get that reference, you are a fucking awesome person. It's from an awesome movie. If you don't know the movie, I don't know what to tell you. But if you do know the movie, you're awesome. But yeah, so we're gonna see Wendy come back with her pre-recorded, wrote down, I'ma come for Giselle ass. I don't understand why these bitches don't do all this shit at the time, because I definitely wouldn't let Giselle, hell, I don't let anybody come for my husband or my children, so you gonna get your ass ate at that moment. I'm not gonna sit around and be like, oh, I'm gonna wait. Ooh, I'm gonna wait. No. I'm that chick that if you even make a comment about my husband, please believe you about to get your ass ripped off the rip. But you know, different strikes, different fights. So I don't know. Like I said, Wendy's just trying to convince people that she is that person, and nobody is believing it, and everybody's looking at her like, girl, you going through a midlife crisis? What's going on, sugar? So yeah, poor Wendy. What else happened on that show? I don't think any other highlights besides. Oh, I love when Escala was asking Giselle, since Giselle was in everybody else's business. And Escala was like, well, okay, miss, I gotta be in everybody's business. Let's get into your business. And Giselle was like, I will tell you everything in private. I'm not gonna discuss this stuff in front of Karen and give her more fuel. I'm like, girl, you sound stupid. You sound real stupid. I'm not gonna give her fuel. I'm talking, honey, I already got bullets in the gun. I could shoot your ass just with simple shit. When it comes to you and Jamal, I ain't got to wait around to see what you gonna say. I'm already locked and loaded. I'm talking about, your man gives me the ammunition. You don't have to. But yeah, her and her dude, her non-existent, her baby daddy. But I thought that was funny. Am I the only one that's like, Scholar, why are you here? We all know that you do not work for Robin. That's how they want to set the scene. Because, you know, if y'all don't watch Funky Dineva or follow Funky Dineva, Funky Dineva is like, you know, and I've heard it outside of Funky Dineva too, that they basically set the girls up. They do like a meet and greet with these girls, and they're like, okay, y'all can go have some cocktails and whatnot, and then after the cocktails, that's when we start to formulate the storyline. Just like how they try to say that Fallon and Portia were like besties, like, oh my gosh, she's my friend. But come to find out, well, after the whole Portia messing with the married man situation. But then again, it's like that situation, that scenario there, baby, is all types of fucked. Because I know y'all had to hear the news about how now Fallon has officially come out saying that she's pregnant. You know, when there was rumors prior to this, when she was supposed to be going through her divorce, and Simon, I shouldn't call him Simon, but Simone was out in the streets, had already said that she was pregnant and whatnot. But that little situation there. But basically, that's how they set Fallon and Portia up. Because they're like, no, we were not friends. We are not friends like that. That's just what Bravo, you know, set the scene. It made us come out like that. But, you know, I don't know this bitch from Adam. Only thing I do know is that I took your man. Oh, that's all I do know. Tacky. But yeah. So we shall see what she'll come about. I mean, I'm not a lover of a scholar. She's just, you know, I just don't understand her purpose for being there. Like, why are you here? Like, I don't get it. But I do like the fact that she asks questions. And they be looking at her like they want to tell her, Robin, get your so-called friend or get this new girl. We gotta call you because this is supposed to be your bestie. Oh, and if y'all don't know what I'm doing, I'm just trying to separate these because, well, the polish, that is, because it has dripped in between. But it's not ugly. I'm very anal. It's kind of bothering me. But anyway, so you guys, you know, Cocktails and Do Nails is coming to a close. Like I said, I am taking some time away from Power Talons. It does sadden me a little bit, but I have to listen to, you know, what my body is saying. I mean, I just have pushed through a lot, and you know, your body can only take so much. So my body is, you know, telling me I need to slow my ass down, and so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna slow my ass down a bit. But like I said, the shop will be open until Saturday, so you still have time to shop. There's no press-on nails on there, but I do have my nail supplies on there. I also have apparel on there. I have different little accessories on there, so there's a little bit of everything, you know, on there besides my press-on nails. And like I said, as far as the press-on nails, I will definitely bring them back, or bring a collection back for the holiday. So I will have a holiday collection. I'm not going to do any Halloween nails, so that's not going to come out on my end. But I do have Halloween nail charms, so if y'all want to check those out, if you're looking to start your Halloween sets, go check out my shop while it's still open. I said it'll be open until Saturday at 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And yes, I will miss you guys. You know, like I said, I believe I'll still do my Cocktails and Do Nails every Friday, because I still need to, I can't stay away totally, but I'm not going to overwhelm myself like I was before with trying to do way too much and take on too much. And I'll be doing my Cocktails and Do Nails. So like I said, if you're not following the Nailpreneur Hub for Power Talons, go ahead and do that on the Instagram. And please, you need to like and subscribe if you're not already to the channel, my lovelies, so that you can get notifications when I post videos on here, because I do other things than just the Cocktails and Do Nails. You can check out the other VGLs that I have up there. I have one on my vision board. You know, I have other type of things, and I also do my shorts where it's more ASMR, which I absolutely love. So yeah, I appreciate you guys as always tuning in to the Cocktails and Do Nails. And like I said, like and subscribe. Tell your nail besties to like and subscribe. And you guys, the after party is always the shit. It's on the Nailpreneur Hub, so you will see me finish up this set. So yeah, thank you guys for tuning in to Cocktails and Do Nails this Friday night. You guys have a good weekend. Be safe and all that jazz. And as always, you guys, stay polished.